You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Ross the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, baby, we're going to give a little update, a little catch-up action, bro, on the portal information as of January 6th at 6 p.m. or 1800 hours for all my military brethren out there. And we'll start off with yesterday's news with the incoming transfer of offensive lineman William Boone, who stands at a whopping 6'6", 340 pounds from Prairie View, A&M, and the great state of Texas. Actually the second best state in the Union behind the great state of North Carolina, man. And Boone is originally from Georgia. He was unranked as a high school prospect, but as you can see, Mr. Boone is a 3-star in the transfer portal. And what's exceptional about William Boone is the fact that he played in 782 snaps, which was the most on his football team, and he did not allow a single sack last year. So you cannot do much better than that, my friends. And he'll join 3 other incoming offensive linemen in this class, and he will have 2 years of eligibility remaining. I am almost positive that Bill Belichick has advised him that he will have an opportunity to compete. Come here if you love football and you want an opportunity to compete. And I'm sure he will be fair and everything will work out. The best man will play. And then the other big news of the day up to this point is the fact that 3-star defensive back Gavin Gibson announced that he was transferring to North Carolina from ECU. Now, Gibson originally signed with the Terps back in 2022, and he appeared in 20 games, but he was never able to really crack that starting lineup. He transferred then to ECU this previous year, where he made 5 starts at corner and 5 starts at safety for the Pirates, and he had 3 interceptions, 1 which was returned for a touchdown, which is awesome, a forced fumble, 27 total tackles, and 3 PBUs. Now, the Hills were obviously in desperate need of bodies in the secondary because Jakeem Harris, Elijah Huzzie, and Stick are graduating. They're going to the NFL. And then you got Ty Adams and Tyrone Stewart who entered the transfer portal. And I don't think that either one of them has a landing spot to this point. Now, let's also talk about the 2 guys that many Tar Heel football fans were intrigued about that were currently on the 2024 roster. And that's defensive tackle Travis Shaw and linebacker Caleb Lavallee, who had recently decided to take their talents elsewhere. And we'll start with Caleb Lavallee, man, who's a 6'1", 225-pound, 3-star linebacker from Georgia. And Lavallee had a really good bowl game, okay? So much so that a lot of individuals, including myself, were intrigued about him starting next year alongside Amari Campbell. Now, he entered the transfer portal the day after the bowl game, and then he announced that he was transferring to Florida State shortly thereafter. I got mixed emotions on this one. Obviously, not the biggest guy, 6'1", 225. He was built pretty good, though, and he was tracking the ball extremely well against the UConn Huskies after that first play from scrimmage where they had like a 55-yard run and he got sealed off. So I can only imagine that, Kamori House coming over from Washington may have had something to do with that decision. Maybe he doesn't know or he's not confident enough. I don't know. But a little mixed emotions about that decision. Hey, it is what it is. And I'm going to trust Bill Belichick like I've alluded to 100 times until he gives me a reason not to. He's Bill Belichick, right? And then there's the big fella, the former 5-star and 12th ranked player in his high school class himself. And I'm talking about Big Travis Shaw, who will be taking his talents to Texas. And I want to start off by saying this, man. I hope that young man succeeds, and I wish him nothing but the best from a fellow North Carolinian, man. I genuinely hope that a change of scenery will be good for him. But he simply did not become the dominant prospect in Carolina Blue that we all were hoping for, right? From there may have been some nutrition issues, some constant questions about actual buy-in, like how much he actually loves football. And then there were obviously some off-the-field issues as well, man. And then when, he entered the portal and didn't come back out after the hiring of Bill Belichick, I figured that we had seen his last game in Chapel Hill, man. I really did. And I'm personally not even disappointed because I do believe that if Bill Belichick wanted to retain Travis Shaw, he would have put the money out there to keep him. I really do believe that, man. But I think this goes deeper than just former 5-star player, big body in the middle, in that Coach Belichick is trying to revamp the entire culture within the Keenan Football Center, man. And that may mean getting rid of certain personnel, if you know what I mean, right? Sometimes guys are talented, but they're also toxic. I'm not saying that that's what transpired with Travis Shaw. I'm just saying, when you kind of put 2 and 2 together, I would not be surprised if it wasn't the worst thing in the world when they found out that Travis was not only in the portal, but that he wasn't coming back. I'll just say that, man. So that's kind of where we're at this point, my fellow Tar Heels. Hasn't been crazy since the portal closed on the 28th of December, but you can't go wrong with another big body on that offensive line. That's a person in the trenches, and then a DB that can play both corner and safety, an actual football player, man. So you let me know what you think about Carolina bringing on William Boone and Gavin Gibson down in the comments section, Tar Heel Nation. And I'm also very curious of what you guys think about losing Caleb Lavallee to Florida State and Travis Shaw to Texas, man. If you haven't already, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You already know that it's a great day to be a Tar Heel. And we will catch you on the next one, baby.